Have you ever wondered what happens behind the scenes when you see an application like Instagram or an online shopping website? You can see buttons, images, text, and menus on the screen. But behind that screen, many things are happening. To build a complete application, we mainly need three important parts: frontend, backend, and database. First, let's talk about the frontend. Frontend is everything that you can see and interact with in an application. For example, the login screen, buttons, images, texts, menus, and animations are all part of the frontend. In simple words, frontend is the visible part of the application. The basic technologies used to build the frontend are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. HTML creates the structure, CSS makes it look attractive, and JavaScript adds interaction and behavior. So remember, frontend means what you see and interact with. Next is the backend. When you enter your username and password and click the login button, the frontend alone cannot process everything. The request is sent to the backend. Backend is like the brain of the application. It handles tasks such as processing requests, applying business logic, checking information, and communicating with the database. Backend applications can be developed using technologies such as Java, Python, JavaScript with Node.js, and C Sharp. So remember, backend means the logic and processing behind the applications. Now, where is all information stored? Think of the database as the memory of the application. For example, usernames, profile informations, posts, comments, and other data can be stored in the database. Popular database includes MySQL, MongoDB, and SQL Server. So remember, database is where application data is stored and managed. Now let's see how all three works together. Imagine you are using an online shopping website and click buy now. The front end captures your action, the backend receives your request and processes the order, then the database stores information about your order. So the basic flow is front end, backend, database. And the response come back database, backend, and front end. Now what is full stack developer? A full stack developer is someone who works with different layers of an application, especially the front end, back end, and database. For example, a developer might use HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React for the front end, Java, Python, or Node.js for the back end, and MySQL or MongoDB for the database. You don't need to learn every technology. You can choose suitable technologies for each layer and become proficient in them. In one simple sentence, full stack development means building and working with the complete application from the user interface to backend logic and data storage. And that's the basic idea of full stack development. If you are a beginner or preparing for a placement, understand these three parts: front end, back end, and database is a very important first step.